Hello, everyone. My name is Charn Penaward. I'm here with Mike Gillett, Director of Operations from Rubicon Landscape. My name is Charn Penaward, and today we're going to be kind of talking about Beautify Richmond, the training program, success stories, and any updates we have from Rubicon Landscape, because we're all about transforming lives and landscapes. And so happy to have you here today, Mike Gillett. Welcome.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here.
Great. So it's been a while since we've kind of connected because I actually met you a while back, and we met each other in San Francisco when we were doing the shoot for Rubicon Landscape. And here we are, more than a year later. And you were kind of telling me about Beautify Richmond Program, how it was, you guys are putting it together. And now we're already in our second cohort. So tell me a little bit about the program for those who are not familiar with that.
So it's a program that Rubicon Landscape and Rubicon Programs have collaborated on. And what we brought in is to teach folks all of the basic skills for landscaping so that they can move into apprentice programs and union jobs. So they come to us as kind of that first step. I help them with everything landscaping. Part of what I do is I try to open their eyes to possibilities. You know, when people say landscaping or green business, you think of pushing a lawnmower. But the industry is so much bigger. This year, we are going to see someone who's doing farming, commercial farming on the rooftops of some high rises in Berkeley.
Wow.
And so they're taking this space that previously was an unused space and have brought life to it and have brought income, and that's how they sustain themselves through the business. We went to a trade show, and at the trade show, there were 150 different vendors, all that touched the landscape and green industry in some way. People who did irrigation, people who did plants, people who do landscape maintenance is what I teach were there as well, and a whole variety of other stuff. So when the guys come to my program, I make no bones about it. It's a really physically demanding program, and I expect a lot from them. Quick learning, really hard work. And oftentimes we go home at the end of the day and our bodies hurt. But it's also expanding them to places that they might not have even seen before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sorry to interrupt, but how early do they start? What are the work hours or the training hours in the program?
Yeah, so I think one of the unique pieces about our program is that for the landscape, we work Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, a full 8-hour day. We start at 6 a.m. in the morning and we get to work. But then on Fridays, the participants work with our cousins over in programs, and they learn a lot of skills to help them cope with life, to help them navigate life. And so I think it's this combination of this job skill, landscape training, this identifying with the urban environment, the natural environment, and then the self-work that they do with the coaches over at programs. It's really a special program.
Yes, it sounds like it. I understand, from previous interviews that they learn life skills, right? To prepare them not only for the training for the job, but how to open a bank account, how to deal with certain situations. And that's the wonderful thing that we love about Rubicon Landscape partnering with Rubicon Programs. And I hear about all these wonderful field trips, very educational for them. So very exciting to have that happen. How many participants are there in the second cohort?
So right now we're at 5 participants.
Okay. And how long is this vocational training taking place?
So the total program is 500 hours. That's broken up between the work we do specifically for the city of Richmond and the counseling work that we help them with on Fridays.
Okay. And is it going to be closing soon? How many more weeks of the program are there still left?
So our second program is going to end in about 4 weeks, and it's a really exciting time because the first half of the program it's work, 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 learn, learn, learn. The second half of the program is where our partners come in and help us with some really beautiful things. We're heading to Alcatraz again this year, which was a very powerful trip for everyone last year. And the folks at Alcatraz are amazing. You know, they understand some of the challenges of the participants coming to the prison, and they have things for us to make that easier and more comfortable for everybody. We partner with a botanical garden, and we're heading back there now, and it's so exciting because this is the time of the year when that botanical garden is in most bloom. And so we
Yes.
share that with the guys. And
What is the name of this garden?
this is the Ruth Bancroft Botanical Garden here in Walnut Creek.
Great. So at this time, I'd like to find out about the success stories that you've had from the first cohort. I know that 3 of them were actually hired. Can you share that information?
Yeah, I think I would start off with the success stories being that what these individuals expressed to me is the program gives them something to do, which seems like a simple thing. But they expand to say that that gives them hope. Being able to come to a job where they're learning and it's in a safe environment gives them hope. And it's the success for everyone who's participated in has been that. We were able to hire 3 folks out of our first program, and it was, and they're still working with us now. But I think I would define success, you know, a little bit differently too. You know, in the winter here we have a lot of rain, and so these folks get up at 4 in the morning. They ride their bikes several miles to get to the BART, wait for the BART, ride their bike from the BART to our facility. The rains have been hard. It's been cold. That in itself is something that's pretty special, pretty amazing. But some of these folks don't even have a home to live in. They lived in a tent the night before, in the rain and the cold, got up in the morning, got on their bikes, waited for the BART, and they come to work every day, ready for work, excited to learn, hopeful. And they've built teams. They've built a community around this program with each other. So those are the successes of the program. We can talk about the individual successes of, you know, we were able to hire Tito. He's been doing a great job out at Treasure Island. His supervisors love having him aboard. Jacques, we're talking about some different skills and some more development of him. The guys helped him get his driver's license, and now we're going to start teaching him some irrigation management skills, which is pretty neat. It's something that will really provide a strong future. I have kind of a personal story about Vernon. Vernon's touched me in a lot of ways. He was part of our first program, and he became a mentor to me to how to manage this program. So when we started the Beautify Richmond 2, I brought him over to be my crew leader. The participants look at Vernon and they talk to Vernon and they connect with Vernon in ways that most people can't connect. And Vernon's a very special man with a very special story. And to some degree, I'd say the success of Beautify Richmond is Vernon. He's the spirit of it. And I'm very thankful that he's been with me since the beginning to guide me and shape me and let me watch him mentor these young men.
When you see Vernon, how is he with the other cohorts? How does he help motivate them or get them ready for work? Because not every day is sunshine, right?
Yeah, so Vernon's kind of a fun guy, right? So the first thing he does is when we get on site, he gets a group meeting and we do a check-in. And he goes around the circle. Mike, how are you feeling today? You know what, Vernon, I didn't get much sleep last night. Okay. Then he'll give them some encouragement, right? Well, you're here with us now. It's okay. And then he'll go to the next participant. How are you today? Why don't we move our bodies? Why don't we run in place a little bit? You're good? You're good. Next guy, I'm really bad. I've got some heavy stuff, Vernon, heavy stuff. So let's take it through it, and he gets people the space to share, the trust to share. And then he's building the mindset of we're gonna rub this off with work today. We're gonna be so present in what we do here, learning with Mike and Rubicon landscape and learning about plants, that all that's gonna go away for the next 8 hours. You guys with me? Throughout the day as we're working, he'll pull guys aside and just talk to them. What's on your mind? Where's your head at? He has a lot to share. A lot of personal experiences that are important. And he has a way of sharing those with people that brings out the best in everyone who touches him.
I've seen the videos of Vernon from the first group, and his energy to positive energy, giving everybody some purpose, for the day. And I love it. It's so great to see and hear that he's actually continuing on to support the program. Well, thank you very much, Mike, for your time. One last question is, what else is in store for Rubicon beyond the second cohort? Are we working on introducing the third, or is just one big party at the end?
This has been a beautiful program. We are meeting together as a leadership group in the next 2 weeks to kind of discuss how we move this forward, what we do with this program. The first cohort was impactful and beautiful. The second cohort has been impactful and beautiful. So what we've done today up to this point is something we're all very proud of. So discussions are going, and we'll see.
Can you just mention a few partners of this program so we can kind of give them credit for participating, supporting, and being part of this?
Yeah, the Ruth Bancroft Garden, Botanical Garden. We partner with Alcatraz. Annie's Annuals, we go to and pick up vegetables for our community garden. This is the first time that we'll be visiting Bluma Farms, which is this business growing food on top. The California Landscape Contractors Association and their help with putting on the show and helping bringing awareness and providing that space. And we've got some other folks who have shown interest in how they can help moving us into the future.
And are you always looking for more partners to join in?
For me, there's an opportunity here to expand what these individuals maybe haven't seen in their life. So I try to bring in as many different types of folks and things to stimulate their mind and kind of options. Because I think sometimes in life, we don't know we have options.
Right.
So yes, I'm definitely looking for folks to help in any capacity they can to help spread awareness and help these guys get off a good start.
Well, thank you again for your time. Thank you for Rubicon Landscape, Rubicon Programs, City of Richmond, and all our partners for making this happen. And always great seeing you, Mike, and we'll catch up next time. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you. See you soon.